And one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They run with Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 77 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was taken down.
But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. He's
They run it with Balaj. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run here with Balaj. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 23. Now Balaj. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 14, Vikings nothing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 77 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for Rick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So that's going to push him back half the distance. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 88 yards as the Bears push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Patterson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The running back, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, they'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
The Vikings 34-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
57's the mark. Watch 57. Watch the run. They're running it. Wide. Get wide. Move it, 19. 60 Mike 57. Rabbit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Patterson on the carry, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. not time enough for a play and then a timeout? You wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Vikings 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 60 Eagles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire deep for Rep. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Damian Ratley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Tariq Cohen.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Austin Hooper. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got Miller. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Good for a
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
1st and 10 at the...
Again, Herbert. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no option. He throws it away.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd down and 20.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go, D, let's go. 57.
Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Herbert.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Tyus Bowser, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That is caught inside the 5.
The pass.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
19.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Come on, breathe,
and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Let's set a tone.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
36-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. The screen pass here to Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Smith to return it.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv.
Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Shift.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Vikings first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to look deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dan Bailey.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Makes the score.
Bailey got the extra point, so still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Let's go, D. 45.
Now on
first down. He'll drop to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 40.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And with the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
That's another Bears 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Balaj. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
At the 8-yard
line. This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Smith to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And the Vikings first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here I come again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll